My new followers out there, hello and welcome. My name is Kai and welcome to the Paint Kit. So I wanted to do a furniture flip with only using supplies from Walmart. So I sanitized completely my basket and I went ahead and got started on my hunt for supplies. So I got this nightstand from a thrift store. It was $14.91. Honestly, for me, that was a little bit too high, but I really liked the feet that were at the bottom. It was something that could be sanded and given a really modern look. Also, the details of the knobs and the carved in detail that allowed it to be more modern. So I did go ahead and pay that. And plus, I think there was a 20% off with it being the color white. There wasn't any major issues. So I went ahead and got started with the cleaning. Now, one thing about this is that the drawers do not come out. You would have to go deep inside and unscrew. And for this piece, I went ahead and just reached in as far as I could to remove any excess dust to make sure that it's completely clean. It's always best to make sure that the piece is completely clean for painting's sake, and also because you're giving it to a customer who's buying it as new. Here I'm just sanding the legs. I want to have a stained look for the legs, so I'm just sanding off the finish and the previous stain that was added to the nightstand. Now I did go ahead and remove the legs. It was a lot easier to completely remove the finish and the stain if they were removed, and also to sand the trimming parts as well. Now I am just scuff sanding all over the entire piece. And here I am applying the shellac based primer. And I did forget to tape off the trim that's at the bottom that I sanded. I don't want any shellac on it. I want to make sure the stain is going to soak in completely. This primer shellac base can be used to stop bleeds as a primer and also can be used as a top coat. So that's why I chose this one. After cleaning the knobs, I did go ahead and very lightly, drying in between, add 2 coats of the metallic gold. Now I got a paint roller. I've never used a paint roller on my furniture before. I've always hand painted or sprayed. But for this one from Black Sheep House, she created a very smooth look using a paint roller and a paint brush. So I will be trying that technique. Again, this is my first time using a roller, so we'll see how it goes. So I did notice that this is not bleed that's through here. This is actually texture. And because, again, I've never used a roller, the paint may have been too thick. I'm not sure. So I did go ahead and resolve the issue by using a 400 grit sandpaper, very light. You could also use even a crumbled up paper bag. So I just sanded the entire piece that I had painted, and then it did come out very smooth. So I will be trying again with the roller. But for this piece, I went ahead and went back old school, and just for my second and third coat, I went ahead and just hand painted the piece. Now, even with hand painting, I still have to go back and sand just to remove the brush strokes. So for faster paint, I would be using the paint roller. For a smaller project like this, then I would continue with my hand painting paintbrush. I went ahead and stained the legs after I sanded them down just to see how they would look and make sure everything was completely done. Next, I went ahead and stained the trim. Okay, and for the final, again, this same shellac primer, I am applying 3 coats, letting it dry in between. And as you notice, I am dressed comfortable, and that is because it is really cold. So I did allow up to about 2 hours in between each coat before I came back for the next one. So this furniture flip, using only Walmart products, can really transform. As you can see, this thrift find has completely been given a new look into a modern styled nightstand. Tell me what you think in the comment below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see when it's my next video. And also, if you have time, take a look at my Instagram. Follow, like, or leave a comment.